Welcome to Behind the Curtain, Nashville's movers, shakers,
and tastemakers.
Brought to you by Chord Real Estate, your key to the heart of Nashville. I'm Steve Luther alongside my co-host Van Hohe.
Here we peel back the layers of Nashville's vibrant scene, sitting down with the innovators, creators, and leaders who shape our city. From music to business and everything in between, we dive into the journeys that have brought them to where they are today.
We're here to uncover the stories behind the success, the passion driving their pursuits, and why they've chosen Nashville as their stage. It's about the people who dream big, push boundaries, and make this city truly unique.
So join us as we explore the heart and soul of Nashville through the eyes of those who know it best.
Well, today we're excited to welcome Will Shuff, a serial entrepreneur, restaurateur, and community builder whose name has become synonymous with some of Nashville's most beloved neighborhood gathering spots. As the president and founder of 12 South Taproom and Grill, Will helped shape the identity of the 12 South neighborhood long before it became one of Nashville's hottest destinations. With more than 2 decades of experience in hospitality and small business development, he's also led ventures including 51 North Taproom and Nations Investors LLC, bringing his signature mix of creativity, consistency, and community-minded leadership to each project. Will's story is one of innovation and grit, building multiple successful ventures from the ground up and cultivating spaces that celebrate great food, great music, and great people. Will, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Well, take us back to the beginning. What inspired 12 South Taproom? What kind of got you into that business?
Well, I had lived out in Colorado. I'm originally from Nashville. Moved out there after college to Durango. Got into the craft beer out there because it was there. That's where kind of one of the birthplaces of craft beer.
Right.
And just was really into that. I've always loved cooking and eating and drinking some beers.
I'm into the eating.
I'm
into the eating.
All those things I really enjoy. So moved back here and after talking to some friends, a couple people worked Music Row area,
right.
Kind of digging back into Nashville. 12 South was up and coming, or in in the eyesights anyway. People are starting to buy homes over there and redevelop. I do have a little history over there. My mom grew up over on Gray Bar right off Belmont, and went to Christ the King school, and I grew up going to the International Market on Belmont. I'd go mow my grandma's lawn and go get lunch over there. So a long history in the area. But anyway, just so opened up 12 South Market in Delhi in 2003, maybe a little bit ahead of our time. The neighborhood was quite different.
Right.
Yeah,
a little more colorful in other ways than now. That business model, like I said, was maybe a little ahead of schedule. I think it would do wonderful now. A little gourmet market, sandwiches, had a bunch of doors of craft beer.
You were ahead of your time.
Yeah. Ended up there. We got into the draft game. We were the first to have Yazoo for growlers takeout in town. So got with those guys, and like I said, the business model wasn't quite working. So it was either kind of fold the tents and find something else or try again.
Right.
Luckily, my dad signed on to help us out and take this step to the 12 South Taproom and Grill concept, which
gotta love dads.
He's a great one. So he's helped me get to where I am.
Good.
And
I
that
can relate.
That has worked. They were 19 years later. Here we are. So that's the quick story of how we got to where we are today.
The traffic in 12 South now just blows my mind. We were over there.
They keep taking away lanes.
It's gotten crazy.
It's nuts. I mean, it's just it's amazing what it's become. Because like I said, when I started, it was us and a couple others. I mean, Mirror was there across the street. Mafiosis was just getting going.
Sure. Yeah.
Becker's Bakery was still down there, which I grew up going there with my grandma, getting cookies and cakes, and it was just a totally different world than now.
Who would have ever thought?
now we're calling it the Redneck Rodeo Drive down there. And
Right,
just,
right.
it's all these designer stores.
It's awesome.
And it's wild. It's never would have seen that coming. We thought, oh, this is going to be a cool neighborhood and turn into something, but never in our wildest dreams would have imagined what it is now.
Yeah.
For sure.
I would imagine your clientele has maybe shifted a little more from locals to tourists.
It really has. On the weekends, especially during the week, we have a ton of Music Row people. We have a lot of real estate people, commercial and residential, that come in, business lunch type people, and some solid regulars. But the weekend crowd is very much the Nashville tourist scene. It's it's wild.
I get you probably. Well, you probably get some woo girls down there.
Oh,
we get the woo girls in front of our office.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere. We
time.
get them on the west side too, and the nation. So as well.
Now you've launched several successful ventures since then. Talk to us about those and kind of what lessons have you learned along the way?
Oh man. Well, the restaurant business is rough.
It's not all glamour.
It is not all glamour. There's a lot of great times, a lot of hard work. We did launch Pub 5, which was downtown, which was kind of before downtown super exploded. Did that in 2013 and had that for several years. And that plan didn't quite work out. It was good, but our costs our pro forma that we put out got kind of snafu'd by the historic department. We weren't able to cover our patio. We were one of the first down there to have a patio on the rooftop, and that it was the oldest building in downtown Nashville. So that one got sidetracked, but it was a wonderful spot. And then we opened 51 North Taproom in the Nations, which we've been there since 2017. Kind of on the beginning of that neighborhood's uptick and turnaround. And also in the Nations, we have Nations Investors, which is just kind of a property holding group. But we're plugging along at the 51 North Taproom, and it's a wonderful spot, very similar to 12 South, a little different menu, but a lot of the same.
What's the biggest difference in the menus?
We have fryers over at 51st, so we are able to do a few more fried items. We have a couple different entrees, and we have French fries over there as opposed to potato wedges we have at 12 South, and we have fish and chips over there and a fried chicken. So just a few more different options.
Sure.
You seem to have a knack for picking the next hot spot.
Well,
really?
before it hits.
I guess some of that's luck. Some of it's just, I live in Sylvan Park and have lived there since I moved back from Colorado. And I grew up in West Nashville too. So, spending my whole life basically, other than about 6 years out of state, it's just kind of, you see things coming along. So
it's good.
And living over in Sylvan Park, we were waiting forever for Charlotte to kind of get moving in that area. So, and it is moving now. It's kind of up and down. It's not quite the success story of 12 South, but we hope to get there one day soon.
No, we always get asked the question in real estate: what's the next hot area? You got a knack for this. What do you think? The next hot area?
Let's hear it.
Oh man, it seems the north side of town seems to be trending that way. But I tell you, I haven't really been shopping around much lately.
Right.
You're not looking at another
after COVID and just getting through that, and just the restaurant industry in general right now in town with all these new players moving in from out of state. It's really changed a lot, and a lot of as being a small operator, we have all these big groups moving into town with a lot of deep pockets. It's a way different game.
Yeah.
So I'm not necessarily looking to open up any restaurants right now.
Yeah, right.
Maybe some more real estate stuff.
There you go. We can help you there.
Yeah.
So I've talked to a couple of other restaurateurs and kind of talked a little bit about getting through COVID and how important regulars were, and being just part of the community. 12 South maybe is starting to shift a little touristy, but like how do you balance that and try and keep those regulars and stay consistent and authentic?
Fortunately we have, a great group of regulars, and I'm
It's a
very
great residential area too.
yeah, it's wonderful.
So-
Well, I mean, beautiful old home,
Right.
Really maintained its character
Yeah.
as opposed to a lot of neighborhoods. I'm fortunate to have a great staff. I've got a lot of people that have worked for me for a long time, and I'm just very fortunate to have those people to, represent me and my partner and our brand and what we stand for. And they, are great at bringing the people back. So, I have to attribute that to my wonderful staff, both front and back of the house. I had people that worked for me for double-digit years.
Cool.
It's amazing.
It's such a rarity now. Like, what do you attribute that? How do you manage to keep them around? And,
Yeah, really.
We just try and be a great place to be. Just all around have try and want to create a place that I want to be every day. And
Right.
If I can create a space like that and where I'd want to come to work, hopefully other people will want to keep coming back to work too. So that's really just the philosophy. Just create a space that is comfortable and happy, and people want to keep coming back to. So
you've been kind of a neighborhood advocate. How does the relationship work with local restaurants and communities they serve? Like what?
Well, it's just great to be involved in, people's lives and their memories. We have people that have met there, gotten married, seen their, kids grow up and come to work for us. They're in,
Wow.
They were here when they're 4 or 5 years old, and they're running food for us, and some waiting tables. And it's just being there and being able to be involved for so long, you really get to be a part of that. And fortunately, people have kept coming back, and we have been a neighborhood staple, a place that's welcome for everyone, and family friendly, adult friendly, dog friendly, all the things that, so that's one thing. And then just being a part of the community, helping out. Like right now, one of my favorite things is we sponsor a family at Cockrell Elementary every Christmas and raise some money and give these kids a Christmas that might not have it. It's the little things like that
absolutely
you start out that you really don't ever think of when you're starting a business. Just being able to, get out in the community and help in little ways like that. So I think all those things combined just, make for the whole positive experience, and hopefully, promote us as a big part of the neighborhood.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned real estate a little bit. What's your involvement there? How did you get into that?
Well, just my business partner Jamie, and we have a couple other business partners. Just trying to find additional income sources.
Sure. Right.
Friends just getting together, wanting to make some investments, and we lucked out with a couple of great investments over in the Nations before it started, and have flipped a couple of those, and have bought a few residential spots. We were fortunate enough to buy our 12 South property back about 13, 14 years ago.
That's wonderful.
So that's that's retirement one day. So
that's right.
Just trying to diversify and find some other revenue streams, and have some friends that all want to play together, and we've done well with that so far. So
it's good.
I mean, the restaurant industry is notoriously changing. How do you sustain such longevity? I mean, what's the secret there? Because I know we see restaurants coming and going, and these new guys come in, and I feel like sometimes it's not even a year.
Flash.
Yeah,
just a flash.
It's it's getting tougher. I'll tell you that much. It is getting tougher. Some of it's been luck. Some of it's been just hard work, and like I said, creating a space where people want to come that's comfortable and that welcomes everyone. Consistent food trend, which I attribute to my wonderful staff as well. My kitchen staff really cares about the products we put out. That's one of the biggest things, just trying to be consistent with your product and your service. So we've kind of been fortunate to put all those things together with the help of my wonderful staff at both locations. And that's, the main ingredients we have, and put them all together to be where we are today.
Do you feel like you are pretty consistent in like menu items and things like that? Or do you try and tweak as you go to, match what competition is doing? Or are you just like, this is us, we stay true to ourselves, and it's always going to be this?
We've been fairly consistent with our menu from the start. I mean, we've made a few changes through the years. That's 19 years. We've made a couple, but there's a ton of items on our menu at 12 South that have been there from the beginning. So
is there a signature dish?
Oh, at 12 South, the ribeye special quesadilla is a favorite. Our Southwest Cobb salad is bestseller at both restaurants.
Is that right?
Both of those are at both restaurants, and they have been on from the beginning. So I would say maybe those two items are two crowd favorites, and
right.
Up there in our sales as well.
And you guys have done live music for years. What? How does that music culture contribute to your identity? And
well, in the beginning, we started doing live music over there. It was, it was a little neighborhood joint. There's really no music close by. Fortunate to have a bunch of wonderful musicians in the neighborhood that just wanted to come play. I mean, it was all for fun. That nobody was making any money.
Right.
I mean, I was hopefully making a little bit of money, but it was really just a community of musicians, and there were my customers that just wanted to get together, and man, there are some good ones that have come through there. And then we've been doing the current guys. We just have bluegrass every Monday night. It's free from 7 to 9. Chris Capizzoli, he's been doing that over there now, minus a couple of years, COVID, and right after that for almost 9 years. So I love music. I'm from Music City. It is Music City. It's a fun thing to do in our little neighborhood where there's really not much going on, in the nighttime entertainment. And for a while, it was just a bunch of neighborhood people would come in, and it's great. So,
have you ever thought about expanding to another market, or what's like long-term plans? What excites you right now?
Oh, right now I'm just trying to hang in there. I mean, it's real. The restaurant business right now is really tough. 12 South is a little bit of an anomaly just with the tourism. 51st in that area has been a little more of a struggle. The neighborhood hadn't quite developed like we thought, and then with the COVID scenario. And also just the competition in town. I mean, it's hard to imagine trying to open up another space and staffing it and just the managing it. It's tough to imagine right now. I'm more of looking to a little more real estate action, maybe. Never say never, but it would have to be the right scenario. We've been approached, out of town or Franklin out that way, and some other outlying areas. It's hard to such a hands-on business from our end to figure out and be able to be there, because I'm now over in the nation's location at 51st most of the time, and my business partner Jamie, she's at 12 South most of the time, so we're really there, and a part of our business. So to branch out right now, it seems a little difficult, especially in the current economic climate, and just putting the love into it that we would want to put into it.
If you could stroke a magic wand, like what are some of the things you'd like to see the city do to to help with the local businesses and the local restaurants?
Well, of course, the big one is property taxes, because we pay those one way or another. I do on my lease over in 50. I mean, it's just astronomical, and our property taxes at 12th have just, I mean, they're insane. That's just so hard on small businesses.
Yeah.
Especially if you, I mean, rent, because all the leases are pretty much triple net. So, the small businesses are paying those property taxes, and it's substantial when you're add $30,000-$40,000 worth of property taxes on top of an already thin margins, especially in the restaurant world, which is, we're battling now food costs, and there's only so much you can raise prices. I'm selling sandwiches and quesadillas and burgers and nothing fancy, and it's hard to, push the price we charge up to cover additional costs, because it's like, how do you not price yourself out of what you do? Because in people's minds they have, this is, I'll pay about this much. So it's a delicate balance.
The rent rates in 12 South have just gone insane.
It makes no sense. I mean, it's great if you're a landlord.
Yeah.
Right.
But like trying to figure out paying for that. That's why I think you've seen a lot of these big out of state, they're big brands that have, it's advertising for them, and they get the street traffic, but you're pushing out all the local small businesses who just can't afford to pay those prices. I don't know who can. $150 a square foot makes no sense.
Yep.
To anybody that's trying to just do a small business. I mean, that takes a lot of money just to pay rent.
Yeah, it's so important for the local community to support the local guys.
That's right.
We talk about that a lot. There's not deep pockets for the small business guy.
No, and especially a restaurant, which is just so. I mean, there's always something breaking. You got just a lot of costs that are shifting all the time, and prices like to go up. They don't like to go down. So we've been dealing with that with vendors and just all the costs. Just everything goes up, but nothing has come down.
Yeah.
So
have you seen people any more like health conscious or anything through the years, or?
I think so. We have a really broad menu. We offer a lot of vegetarian options and the gluten free. So we have a lot of different dietary options through us. So I think we've always kind of offered that in a way. I think alcohol sales have definitely dropped a little in the past few years. I know, talking to a lot of my distributor friends and associates, that has changed a lot since COVID. I don't know, some of it to do with the THC coming along and more availability.
Right.
I heard some people were blaming Ozempic for that too.
Could be.
So many people are on Ozempic, and you can't drink water.
Can't drink.
That's right.
That could be true.
It's true. It's very true.
But yeah, we've always tried to offer a broad range of menu items to include everybody.
Right.
We carry beehive, seitan, and at 51st we have tempeh. So we have offered these alternative proteins for vegetarians, vegans, vegan cheese. So we've always tried to offer everything we can so everybody can come enjoy the tap rooms.
What is the restaurant business like? I mean, I know to some extent
like the day in the life.
All small businesses are similar in what you're dealing with, but like I would imagine you're saying maybe alcohol sales are down a little bit, but alcohol sales probably what floats a lot of restaurants, I would imagine.
Our food sales have always been more substantial than our alcohol. I mean, of course, for a tap room. So
I was going to say, this is a tap room, right?
But it is. But beer is in the name, but our food has always really been the majority of our sales, which is, we're very proud of our product. but sorry, I've lost my train of thought.
No. Talking
Restaurant
about
business.
Restaurant business.
Yeah, the restaurant
There you go.
business.
Make you lose your mind.
Real estate can do that too.
Hey.
You know, if you get a good night's sleep and don't wake up at 3 a.m.
Right.
You know, it's an awesome business, and I have no regrets from ever starting it. Just met so many wonderful people, so many relationships, people that have worked for me. Like I said, people in the community that have seen their children grow up. All those are such positive things. And then the business side is the not so fun side.
Sure.
But, you know, prices up, down,
Right.
trying to stay on top of that, and just the organization. But fortunately, like I said, I've just got great people that have worked for me through the years, because we've kind of learned this, you know, on the fly. I didn't grow up in the restaurant business. I actually have a degree in plant soil science and environmental science.
Wow.
From UT.
Hey.
Much have I forgotten though in the last 20 years, but so I never set out to be like a businessman. Just kind of played out that way. But so that's maybe the not as fun part, but it has its rewards too. We've been here for 19 years. So
what are you looking forward to for next year or in the coming year or two?
Well,
where are your sights set?
My sights are just set on hopefully increasing our sales through.
Go to the tap room.
Come to the tap room, please. With our locals, we want the locals.
Yeah, we heard that.
Yeah,
people were talking more about get that local business going.
Don't be scared to get on out.
Right.
Really, that's it. We've just been, you know, trying to maintain our product and get back to kind of where our numbers were right before COVID would be nice. Like I said, it's tough out there, but it's tough for everyone. So we're just trying to, you know, keep pushing what we do best and plug along and put the best product we can out there.
So what got you into being a soil scientist? Because they're making big money today, let me tell you.
Well,
trying to schedule a soil scientist is a nightmare right now.
Well, I was just into, I love hiking, fishing, biking, camping, being outdoors.
Yeah.
And so I went to UT Knoxville and was in there through their agricultural school, the environmental science program. That just kind of went from there, but then moved out to Colorado and never really pursued my job there. And it kind of got to that point when I graduated, you need to get a master's degree. And I was kind of done with school at that point. So here I am today, restaurateur.
Well, you've got 12 South, you've got 51st. The other location is no longer, right?
Yeah, not Pub 5, no.
So you guys are open which days?
We're open 7 days a week.
Wow.
Give or take 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and a little later Friday and Saturday, and 11 to 9 on Sundays at both locations.
Cool.
Are you there most of the time?
I am there quite a bit. I'm there during the week, during lunch, 51st during lunch, most days during the weekdays, and about 3 nights a week I'm working in the kitchen, expoing, and then I pop in and out of 12 South, and then just whenever I get the phone call.
Right.
Yeah, well, I always joke about real estate. Everybody's like, "Oh, I want to get into real estate, so I have a flexible schedule." Like, yeah, you know, I have so much free time between like 2 a.m. and 4 a.m.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, all the free time in the world.
That's right.
When you're not busy with stuff you don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
So true.
Well, Will, it's been a pleasure having you today. Hopefully everybody will go out and check out the 12 South Taproom or the 51st North Taproom.
That's right.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me so much. And yeah, we look forward to seeing y'all at the tap room.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good. And with that, we will see you guys next time. Well, that's a wrap on today's episode of Behind the Curtain, Nashville's Movers,
And
Shakers.
Tastemakers.
We hope you've been inspired by the stories of passion, perseverance, and innovation right here in Nashville.
A big thank you to our guests for sharing their journeys and to you, our listeners, for joining us. And of course, our gratitude to Chord Real Estate for making this conversation possible.
Don't forget to follow or subscribe to our podcast on your favorite
did I just
platform.
Thank us?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I guess I did. Well, thank us. Okay.
Like I was saying.
Oh, yeah. Go
Don't
ahead.
forget to follow or subscribe on your favorite platform to catch every episode and hit that notification bell. We've got plenty more fascinating guests lined up, ready to share their insights and inspirations.
And we love hearing from you. So reach out to us with your thoughts, questions, or suggestions for who you'd like to hear from next.
Until next time, keep chasing your dreams and making your mark in Nashville.
Oh, my goodness.
Remember,
Am I talking to Casey
it's the
Kasem?
people behind the scenes that make the city shine.